Tiger barbs are probably one of the most popular aquarium fish in the hobby, and also one of the most misunderstood one. People know them for being bullies, fin nippers, constant chasing, and some people also refer this fish as tiny piranhas. But the funny part is, most of those problems aren't even the tiger barb's fault, it's yours. You are the one that kept them in a way that encouraged them to be an aquarium troublemaker. Many of the fish's behavior that many people complain is actually caused by the way they keep them. Keep them in the wrong setup, and they become an aquarium troublemaker. But keep them right, they can behave surprisingly well in an aquarium. So before you plan to keep these tiny striped troublemakers, you better watch this video first. Welcome to Taj Mahal Aquatics, and we're gonna look at 10 mistakes people make with keeping tiger barbs, and also why avoiding it can change the way your tiger barb behaves. Because the real reason why they can be troublemakers wasn't always about their nature, but because the way you keep them. If you can only remember one thing from this entire video, I hope you remember this. Tiger barbs are social fish, but not in the same way as other fish, like neon tetra for example, that swim together all day. They kinda have their own little hierarchy. They always figure out who's the boss, chasing each other around, testing boundaries, and annoy one another. And here's where people create bullies by accident. If you only keep just a few tiger barbs, like 3 or 4, all attentions goes to one unlucky fish. Or even worse, it targets other fish. Maybe your guppies be their victim, or your goldfish be their victim, who knows? If you are planning to keep them, what you should do is keep them in a larger group, like around 8 or 10 fish. That way, all attentions get spread out instead of just focusing on one victim. And ironically, more tiger barbs makes them less likely to become a bully. The second mistake usually start at the fish stores, right where you see these tiny fishes swimming around at the shop's tank. You see them tiny, cute, and possibly fit in a tiny tank, right? Well, the reality is, tiger barb don't behave like small fish. They never stop swimming, they chase each other around, and they love to explore the tank, zooming around like if they have a Red Bull overdose. And when you squeeze a hyperactive fish like this into a tiny tank, that's kinda like squeezing a group of toddler inside a walk-in closet and force them to spend their entire day in it. And eventually, these fishes are gonna have some conflicts with one another. If you wanna keep a happy tiger barb, give them a spacious aquarium, like around 20 or 30 gallon, so they have enough space to burn off all of their energy without bumping one another. What not many people realize here is that spacious tank and spacious swimming space are not the same thing. Even if you have a big aquarium, you can still make it tiny by accident. Many people crowd every inch of the aquarium with plants, rocks, driftwoods, and some random decorations. They do love some decorations, but they also love open waters. Imagine it like building a housing complex. You would obviously need to build the houses, but you also need to make an open space like a park so people can do some outdoor activity. A good aquarium layout for tiger barb is keeping most of the plants and hardscapes around the side, while leaving the center of the aquarium widely open. That way, they have plenty of space to zoom around without crashing into one another. So far, the last 3 mistakes only affect the tiger barbs, but the next one might drag your other fish into trouble. Because if you don't give tiger barb the right environment, they started looking for other ways to entertain them. And unfortunately, it usually involves their tank mates. And this is why so many community tanks fell apart, because once people misunderstood tiger barbs, your other innocent fish will pay the price. Tiger barbs are often labeled as community fish, which technically it's true, but without any right explanation, it's kinda like saying that a husky is a quiet dog for an apartment. It technically works, but you are missing out some very important details. Tiger barbs are not really that mean. They are just too curious and never stop moving and don't even respect any personal space. If there's any other fish that has long fins, swims slowly, or shy, that's where tiger barbs get interested. They're not gonna eat the fish or hunting them. They just be that one friend that never stop poking because they are curious. And unfortunately, many fish didn't like surprise fin inspection. This mistake usually starts with one sentence. They are the same size. Sure they are. But fish never judge their compatibility with a measuring tape. Think about it like putting someone who drank 5 cans of energy drink before breakfast in the same room where you want to take a quiet nap. That's the situation you have with tiger barb. Slow fish like betta fish, goldfish, or other long-fin fish, they are the unluckiest one. When pairing tiger barb with other fish, what you should do instead, choose a fish that can keep up with their energy, something that's also fast and active, or better companion for tiger barbs. The best tank mate for tiger barbs isn't just about the size, but also about their personality. One thing that people underestimate about this fish is their energy. Tiger barbs don't recognize an off switch. They swim non-stop, always exploring, and always chase one another. If you watch the aquarium for 5 seconds, you probably see your tiger barb chasing one another. But let me clear this up. Most of the time, it's completely normal. They're just maintaining their social hierarchy, burning off their energy, and just interact the way tiger barbs naturally do. To us, things look a bit chaotic. For them, it's fine. The real hazard is completely different. If everyone's eating, nobody's singled out, and nobody looks shredded, chances are your tiger barb just simply being a tiger barb. If you currently own tiger barbs and you see them chasing one another, let me make this clear. Just because they chase one another, it doesn't automatically say they are fighting. Remember when we talk about social hierarchy? This is the part of it. Tiger barbs always test one another, figure out who's in charge. And a few minutes later, they swim together like nothing happens. It may look chaotic for us, but for them, it's just a normal business. Instead of overthinking why they are chasing one another, you better check out for these things. Is everyone still eating? Is one fish constantly hide? Does the same fish get picked on all day? Or is there any fish that looks shredded? If the answer is yes, you have a bullying problem. But if not, your tiger barb is just being a tiger barb. Knowing the difference can save you from unnecessary stress and possibly saving you from returning a perfectly healthy fish back to the fish shop. So far, every mistake we've covered here happens after the tiger barb's already in your aquarium. But these last 3 mistakes happens before the fish makes it to your home. And actually, it should have been the easiest mistakes you can avoid. Let's be real. Many of us have done this before. You go to the fish shop, only planning to buy some fish food, and maybe some new filter if you need it. And then you see tiger barbs in one of the tanks. Tiger barbs are irresistible, and suddenly, You walk out from the store with a fish that you never planned to buy in the first place. The problem is not with the tiger barb, but buying a fish without knowing what they actually need. And that's why many people end up with just a few tiger barbs instead of 8 or 10, and tiny aquariums instead of spacious one. A quick 5-minute search on Google can save you from months of disaster afterwards. Many people assume that tiger barbs are perfect beginner's fish. And don't get me wrong, they're hardy and quite cheap, and not that hard to keep alive. But keeping a fish alive and happy are two different things. Tiger barbs have social hierarchy and specific compatibility requirement, and also enough energy to expose every bad side of your aquarium setup. And that's why many first-time fish keepers create problems by accident, although they do everything with good intentions. And personally, if you want to keep this fish, I would recommend this fish as your level up fish, not a great starting fish. And if you are looking for those, I've actually made a whole video on some of the greatest fish for beginners, which you can check out after this video. And finally, the mistake that surprises a lot of people. When you pick some tiger barbs at the store, you would automatically want the brightest one, right? The boldest stripes, the brightest orange, the one that catches your eyes. But here's the catch. That bright fish is often a dominant male. And if you unknowingly fill your tank with dominant males, you just created a war zone. More show off, more chase, and more fight. What you should do instead, try mix different group whenever possible. Not only it makes more natural social structure, but also calmer aquarium too. So there you have it, 10 big mistakes many people make with keeping tiger barbs. Are they bad fish? Not really. And after hearing all of this, we know that they are actually not that mean. They just reacted to the environment we gave them. If you keep them in the right group, give them enough space, choose suitable tank mates, and understand their behavior, they're not as bad as what many people say. And that wraps up this video. And now I'm curious, would you give tiger barb a shot? Or would you just admire them from someone else's fish tank? Drop it in the comments below and hit the thumbs up if you like this video, and share it to a friend before they get some tiger barbs. Subscribe if you want to see more fun or helpful fish keeping content, as there are more you don't want to miss here. Thanks for watching my aquatic friends, and have a wonderful aquatic life. See you next time.